Dear comrades and friends, as you all know, what happened in Gujarat in 2002 is an incident that none of us should forget ever. As long as we live in a multicultural society, a multi-religious society, as long as we believe in some secular values, as long as we believe that each human being have the right to live in this world, irrespective of the faith that he or she has, we should learn some important lessons from what happened in Gujarat, or what Gujarat has to tell us. It may not be fully correct to say what happened in Gujarat. To be more correct, we should say what was executed in Gujarat, what was implemented in Gujarat. As you all know, as part of the ideology of RSS, as part of the program they are having for the Indian soil, they are trying to picturize that the people who are not ready to acknowledge the superiority of the Hindu culture, or who are not ready to agree that Hindu culture is something to be superior, something to be respected blindly, those people are considered as anti-national and picturized as anti-national. And in the RSS text like the bunch of sorts of Golwalkar, it is clearly proclaimed that, it is clearly declared that those who are Muslims, those who are Christians, and those who are communists are the greatest enemies of the so-called nation. So the nation they want to create is a nation that is led by the Brahmanical Hindu values, which is excluding the large section of Indian people, the minorities, the Dalits, the progressive-minded intellectuals, and they are executing their program of implementing fascism in each and every break of national life. And we also know there are some people in this campus also who are propagating such ideology, such communal ideology, using all their abilities. And we also know that those people who killed 2,000 Muslims in the Gujarat anti-Muslim genocide of 2002, those who had no hesitation in killing a pregnant woman using a sword and taking the unborn baby outside, such people were very active in this campus also, and were indulged in physically attacking Dalit students, physically attacking marginalized students, physically attacking students coming from minority background, and also those progressive student activists who were trying to protect the secular values of the campus. But due to our continuous struggle, due to our stiff resistance that we offered to the Sanghi Gundas, they have now reached a situation where they are compelled to confine their propaganda to some fake Facebook IDs and other types of indirect threatening. And of course, they are trying to threaten us by branding us as anti-Hindu. What is the anti-Hindu activity that SFI is conducting in this campus? My dear friends, you should understand. If studying a history book is anti-Hindu, if debating about the points pointed out by a historian is anti-Hindu, if saying that the Brahmanical values cannot be agreed or the Brahmanical values are to be destroyed is being anti-Hindu, if saying that the Muslims, the Christians, and even the atheists have the right to live in this land is being anti-Hindu, we proudly proclaimed before the whole student community and those who are threatening us, saying that you will have to face consequences inside and outside campus if you are going on with your anti-Hindu propaganda. We declare hereby that if this is anti-Hindu, if this is that what you call anti-Hindu, we proudly say that yes, we are anti-Hindu and we will continue to be anti-Hindu. This is the message that we are giving. And some people also threatened us of obstructing our program, saying that we are destroying the communal harmony which is here. Such cowards who are not ready to come face to face, who are confined to threatening indirectly. If they have reached in that stage, irrespective of the training they are getting from RSS Shagas, irrespective of the mental and physical training to be the Sanghi Gundas, even after getting such training, if they are worried about SFI, if they are afraid of SFI, that is the strength that we have acquired with the help of memories that our martyrs who offered their lives in resisting this fascist gate. And we know our comrades from long back have been fighting with all their abilities and even by sacrificing their lives against these RSS fascists. So we have to continue those struggles. We have to strengthen ourselves ideologically and in whatever means which is necessary to resist the fascists, and we have to carry forward that legacy. So SFI-HU thanks each and every student who joined this rally and proclaimed and declared that it is wrong to say that this nation is going to be under a man-eater like Narendra Modi, and Narendra Modi is not Vikas Purush, or he is not Chai Wala, but he is genocide Wala. This message we have given to the campus community, and when we are conducting such a program in an important campus like HU, it is also a message to the whole nation. So we are concluding this program with some songs from part of our comrades, and I invite Comrade Ganga to sing the first song.